Girl, what's going down? Listen, I'm laughing at y'all. All right, I'm laughing at y'all because I know a lot of y'all was really anticipating what I got to say about this episode of Marriage Boot Camp. This is season 17, episode 9, Truth Hurts. And much like Devon, girl, I'm drunk boots right now, okay? I'm drunk boots. But unlike Devon, I know how to handle my liquor. Okay? Because, you know, I ate today. I don't know what his issue was. He claimed it's because he ain't eat no shrimp. But, well, all he had was shrimp. But that's a whole nother topic and a whole nother day. And we'll argue about that later. So, the episode starts out with Medina and Tahiri outside talking about keeping it real. You know what, Medina? I had every intentions on coming up here tonight and spending 5 minutes just straight up, wait up, hold up, Mr. Lover, going in and letting have on your ass. Like, I had everything planned out from the T of how I was going to start it, where I was going to go, and how I was going to finish it. But you know what? Thanks to Maker's Mark Whiskey, I feel like this. For what? For what? You know, Medina, the sad part about it is I can't get you together no more than life is going to get you together. And from what Jason told me, who is a really great friend of mine now, shout out to Jason Hemphill, life is already taking a toll on you because you done lost all kind of endorsement deals and, you know, women empowerment deals, which I don't even know how you could be empowering women while you kicking off in their ass. I honestly feel like you should be trading places with Vado. That would make much more sense than what they're trying to do with Vado. Like, my whole thing about it, Medina, is this. You're so far beneath Homo sapiens, like you're so far beneath the human race. Like, at this point, Medina, I have way more respect for a cockroach than I have for you. That's just the God's honest truth about how I feel about you. So while I could spend 5 minutes just straight up going in and let it have on you, I don't feel the need to do that. One, I already know all of your tea and I already know where all of your bones are buried. They came up out of the closet kicking and screaming. Two, it's just no need. Like, constantly going in and let it have on you for what? I'm just going to let our interview that me and Scotty by Nature TV did with your half-brother, Jason, his wife, and his first cousin, I'm just going to let that be to go in and let have on you. I'm more than sure you've seen it. But if you haven't seen it, you can always come down to my channel and see it. And if you got something that you want to rebut, you can always hit me up at tlsmithteatalk@gmail.com, or you can always DM me on Giving You the Real Tea channel. And I don't mind bringing your fuck ass on and letting you hear what the hell you got to say. Moving on. Devon asks Phaedra how does she feel about him talking to other women in the house. And Hazel gets upset about him talking to Phaedra about their relationship. And Hazel starts an argument with Devon. Hazel, this has been your MO all season. Just constantly nitpicking. And the sad part about it is, Hazel, you're the one who chose to be with this little ass boy. You 35, he 25. It'll seem that, well, listen, that's just what your Wikipedia say, because to let Malibu Dollface tell it, you was 40 way back when you made that comment about Shonda and all the rest of the dark-skinned girls. That was when? 2017? So if that's the case, and this is now 2020, do the math. You popped off that whole argument. You started that whole argument. And even though I'm not all the way here for Devon is a much better man than I ever be, because I would have cussed the fuck out of your ass. I would have laid you out worse than what Muhammad did. What's the little girl name on Black Ink Crew? Donna. I'd have laid you out way worse than Muhammad did Donna on Black Ink Crew. Like, I would have teared off in your ass. So Dr. Ish and Judge Toller said that Vado has lost his privilege to ask Tahiri questions, but she can ask him as many questions as she wants to, I guess. And Hazel is being excused from the lie detector test because her body is still healing from the miscarriage. I'm here for y'all doing that for Hazel. I'm not here for y'all doing that to Vado. I'm not here for that at all. Y'all completely dropped the ball as it pertains to that situation, and I'm sorry. Marriage Boot Camp, it was nice having you while you was here. You done brought me a lot of views. But yeah, I'm completely done with y'all after this because the double standards that you all are showing are just disgusting at this point, and I just don't want to be involved with it. Say what you want. Y'all can continue to make these tweets about how y'all got Tahiri together off camera. No, fuck that. Tahiri should have been gotten together on camera. She threw those apples at that man on camera, and she should have faced the music on camera like y'all are trying to do Vado. Like, I'm just so sick and tired of every time it's about to be a new day started. We got to see Vado being flued out on the damn company Uber to become amongst everybody else, and then when he goes upstairs to do his test, you gotta have security follow him. It's like, what? Anyway, Phaedra wants to ask Medina, does he like the current state of their relationship, and he wants to ask her if she is waiting for him to make the first move. Phaedra and Medina can kick rocks. I could care less, even less, about they test, whether they go together, lead together. Well, we all know the truth about that. They asses ain't together because they was never together in the first damn place. Moving on. Shonda wants to ask, will Willie be faithful to her for the rest of their lives? And he wants to ask her, can she fully trust him again? Hazel wants to ask Devon, is he in it for the clout? And Devon wants to ask, does she only see him as a little boy? Tahiri wants to know if Vado is really sorry, but they want to ask her, does she think physical violence is acceptable in a relationship? Of course she does, because if she didn't, she would have never popped off that whole situation by chucking 2 apples at that man's face. I don't even know why y'all asked her that. Y'all answered your own question, and if you didn't, I just answered it for you. Moving on. Phaedra, Willie, and Devon and Vado goes first, and then Shonda and Medina goes next. That's all there was. And then Hazel and Devon talk. You know, Hazel, you getting on my you got on my nerves all this season about him being with you for clout, Hazel, you are only worth $400,000. Girl, you not even worth $500,000. Hell, at least Corrupt is worth $500,000. You still at $400,000 scratching and survival like the rest of us, girl, because the gag is, once you buy you a really nice house, that alone cost you about $200,000, maybe $250,000, but then you got an extra $200,000 to yourself. But no, it's not to yourself because Devon ain't got a job nowhere around town. Y'all just had this baby. I mean, what are you waiting for? These little checks that you getting from WeTV, which I'm sure probably ain't as much as you was probably making on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. It just kills me at how Hazel wants to continue to beat down our throats that this boy is with her for clout. I mean, how far can the clout get him? Marriage Boot Camp? Girl, that's reality TV graveyard. Look at Phaedra. Hell, look at Medina for that point. Because, girl, Tyler Perry, they let the brother tell it, Tyler Perry ain't paying nobody nothing. Okay? Nothing. Child, girl, bad. Anyway, Judge Toller lets the couples know that she has their test results and she's not giving it to them until the next day. But she does let them know that 3 people failed. I wonder who those 3 people are. Well, girl, we ain't going to find out till next Thursday, so we're just going to move right on along. So Dr. Ish gives the couples a hall pass to go out to the clubs. Men going to one club, the women are going to the next. And when they come back, they're going to be sleeping separately. All of the men will be in Devon's room, and all of the women will sleep in Tahiri's room. I mean, I kind of get why they did that, but it still seemed childish and juvenile, and everybody was drunk boots. I'm more than sure they probably would have wanted to be with their significant others other than Phaedra and Medina, because as we all know, that ain't nothing but sitting under one big shade tree. Hazel, I mean, not Hazel, Phaedra wants to be on TV again, and Medina, moving on. Devon gets drunk boots because he lets the guys know that this is his first time ever being out to the club without Hazel, which I think is really sad. Like, you are so far up Hazel's poo-poo. Like, child, you so far up her poo-poo, her birth canal, her cervix, her uterus, her fallopian tubes. Like, I kind of feel like that's the reason why she had a miscarriage, because her uterus could not hold both you and y'all baby. Moving right on along. So when the ladies, because they got all drunk, and y'all know Devon was drunk boots, honey. Like, he was drunk. He threw up, and the people rented Uber that they got to clean up, got it all on his shirt and on his pants. And by the time they come back home, Hazel sees red on his pants, and the first thing that comes into her mind is that some woman on her period was dancing on him, and she's just all upset. And that was basically the end of the episode. Like, I'm so glad the season finale is next Thursday, so I just don't have to deal with the likes of these people again. Y'all have really worn me out, and I'm just not here for it. I'm not, like, Hazel is just on a rampage right now, trying to make herself seem like she's just more than who she really is. And I'm sorry, I'm just not here for it. But yeah, that's all I got. I ain't got no more to give you. Y'all drop down in the comments. Let me know what y'all thought about tonight's episode. Let's get the discussion popping. And until Saturday, because that's when Love and Marriage Huntsville come on, I'ma holler at y'all then. Bye.
What you're giving, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians and choose to be an accountant because it's safe in the business.